Hi guys, I'm Karen and you are welcome to another video. And today I decided to shop my stash and I took everything that I have, well, not everything, but I took two of each category and I'm going to divide my face in half and do half face with a different, each half with a different product, well, brand, not product. So let's take for example the primer. One half will be with Maybelline, one half will be with ELF, and so on and so on, to make it a bit interesting, you know, why not? Okay, with no further ado, let's begin. And I'm priming half of my face with the Maybelline Face Studio Prime Anti-Redness Primer and half of my face with the ELF Tone Adjusting Face Primer. And I'm going to start. I'm going to take the Maybelline one on the back of my hand and apply it with my fingers this time, because I want to do it on half of my face and especially where I have the redness, which is basically all over my face. And I'm going to apply it with my fingers because I really want to make it half a face and I don't really need it to be that durable, so I'm not doing with my brush like I usually do. I usually take my brush and tap it in, but I'm not going to do it this time. Now this is the Tone Adjuster by ELF. So far I used it several times. I don't see any difference between using it and not using it, or between using it and not using anything at all. I think I said the same thing twice, but I don't remember. Never mind. Okay, so half of my face with the Maybelline primer and half with the ELF. Okay, for the foundation, oh, I already did my eyebrows off camera because I wanted them to be ready. I think that using two different types of products in my eyebrows, it's a bit risky and I did it ahead of time. Okay, I'm rambling. Let's do the eyes first, and I'm going to take two different kinds of eye primers on each side of my face. One half by Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer and one is the MAC Paint Pot in the soft ochre, and I'm going to use both of them with my finger. My fingers are cleaned, so don't worry about that. Make sure that your fingers are clean before you do anything with your face. Don't, you know, especially these days when you have to keep it very hygienic, but regardless of the corona, always when you put something in on your face, and especially in your eyes or on your eyes, that's more accurate, then always use your finger when it's clean. So wash your hands before you sit down and do your makeup. I usually wash my sponge before I do my makeup, so I wash my hands at the same time. Okay, now I have primer on both of my eyelids. This is the MAC, this is the Wet n Wild. I'm using a Dermalogica eye cream that has 15 SPF. I don't remember the name. I will put picture here. I don't really like it. The only good thing about it that it has 15 SPF, but other than that I don't really like it. I get all kinds of crumbs all over my face when I'm using it, and my makeup doesn't like it as well. Okay, so I prime my eyelids and I'm using two palettes by BH Cosmetics. One is Love in London, the other is Beautiful in Barcelona. These are the palettes, and let's open them. This is London. Let's open Barcelona. Just a second. I don't want to open it with one hand. Okay, so these London and Barcelona. Now I am going, as you can see, the two colors here are almost identical to the two colors here, and there are some browns that look the same. This brown and this brown look the same, but maybe this blue here and this blue here also look the same, but basically most of the colors are different. And I'm going to make the same color story so it won't look too weird. I leave the house with two different shades in each eye, so I'll make it a similar color story. Let's start with London on this side. Don't forget, here I use the Wet n Wild primer. I'm going to start with this color. It's called Scone. This color here, light brown. Scone is a beautiful name for this. And now I have to remember I'm doing just half of my face with this palette. Remember, I wanted to do something similar in a different video and I forgot, and I just put the same colors on both eyes, even though I wanted to make different looks. So, but you see, I don't see anything. I'm putting and putting and it's nothing there. So let's take a darker shade. Let's take cheesy here, this one here. I think it's a bit darker and maybe it will be more visible. Not really, but okay. Let's take Lovely, this one here, this one here. It's called Lovely, and I'll put it in the crease. Now I didn't put on my foundation, so I don't really care if I have fallout, so that's the bonus of doing the eyes first. Okay, so next up I'm going to take this color. Let's say something similar. Yeah, let's take this one. This is Biscuit. This one here is Biscuit, and yeah, beautiful. It's a pinkish color, and I'm going to apply it on the outer corner of my eye, and you can see the fallout, but I don't really care about the fallout. As I said, I am not wearing foundation and I'm not wearing concealer, so fallout is not bad. Yeah, I would prefer if there were no fallout, but in the BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes usually there is a fallout. And I'm going to take this color, which is Lolly, here, and apply it on the inner corner of my eyelid. Let's say that I divided the lid into two sections, and I'm just taking the axis to the middle, as you can see. Okay, I think I'm happy with the result. We'll do the lower eyelid waterline, and I took again the color Biscuit and I put it on the outer corner of my eyelid, and Lolly on the inner corner. And for more highlight I will take this one called Cheeky, this pearly white, and I'll put it in the inner corner here, like so. If you want, you can take the Biscuit and put it also here. I don't like it, but you can see all this fallout, and if I would put my foundation first, I would have been more careful about the fallout. So that was Love in London. Let's put it away, and we're going to do the other eye with this one, Beautiful in Barcelona, both by BH Cosmetics. And I'm taking a clean brush, and I'm taking this color here, which is called Stone, this one here. Well, you don't have a lot of transition shades in this palette, so whoa, 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 I barely touched it. Wow, look how much pigment. I barely touched it and bang, and look how much fallout. Okay, and I'll take another clean brush. Where is it? My clean brush, where are you? Oh, here it is. It was hiding on the other side. Another clean brush, and I'm going to take this color, which is called Treasure, and then I will use this color, which is called Enchanting. So Treasure, I thought it's going to be similar to the London, but nope, it's different. Much different than I thought it would be. I remembered it will be. I remembered it to be pinkier. Okay. Bummer. It's going to be very, very different. And I'll need another clean brush. Here it is. A clean brush with Enchantment. And Enchantment is going to be on the inner corner. Like so. And again, I'm taking my pencil brush. I'll rub it a bit on the back of my hand so it will be clean. And I'm taking again, where is the hair coming out of it? Okay, I'll take Treasure again, and I'll put it in the outer corner. And then Enchantment in the inner corner. I do believe that it's beautiful to do the same thing that you did on the upper lid and do it on the waterline. And I'm taking a bit from Gateway, which is this color here, and I'll put it in the tear dot. And as I said, you can put it, if you want, under the brow bone. Okay, now I think that Barcelona had less fallout than London. Look how much fallout I have in the London side. But, well, I think that from a distance you don't see the differences in shades, but if you come closer, I'll close my eyes, it's definitely different. Look at this side versus this side, and definitely different. But from a distance I think that this is not so bad. Okay, I'm going to take my huge brush and dust away the fallout. I don't care that I have color, because I'm going to put my foundation and it will be, oh my god, whoa. I have colors all over my legs. I don't know how it happened. Okay, now for foundation I'm going to use three. One is my Revlon Candid in 220, which is a light color for me. One side I'm going to do with the L'Oreal Inflammable more 24-hour fresh wear, sorry, and Fit Me by Maybelline. On the other side is called Color 120, and I'm going to combine Maybelline with Revlon and L'Oreal with Revlon, because on both the Maybelline and the L'Oreal I have a darker shade. than I want. So I'm taking one side of my sponge, which is damp, and I'm applying it, and you can see that immediately it covered all of the fallout that I had from the eyeshadow. So this is the reason why I did my eyes first. And now I'm putting it on the half of my face. Like I said, I already did, I think, a foundation war between the Maybelline and the L'Oreal, and the L'Oreal one, because it has a better cover when you use one single coat. Okay, so this is the side of the Maybelline, and now I'm going to take from the L'Oreal. I have in the color 235 Honey, I forgot to say it before, and the Candy, the 220. I'll put 2 spritz and take the other side of the sponge, combine the two together and put it on the other side, and you can see that I covered my hair with foundation and I covered all of the fallout. This is so funny. Now let's put some on my forehead, and you can see that the coverage of the L'Oreal is better. It hides the spots that I have on my face, so I like it better. Okay, and now it's time to put some concealer, and for concealer, of course, I have two twin brothers of the foundations. I have the L'Oreal Flammable Wording Concealer and the Revlon Candid. This is in the shade 333 Cedar, and this is 030. I think I already used them in a video, one compared to the other, and then I made a mistake and I took too much. So I'm going to take with my brush a tiny bit here and here, and I took really I took a tiny bit. I swear I didn't take a lot, and look how much material I have. I'll use my sponge in a minute. I just want to put it like so, so it will be more accurate. It's easier to do it with a small brush than with the sponge. And I'm going to use my Revlon on the other side. With the Revlon, I know that I don't need to be careful because I don't know why, but it dispenses less material than the L'Oreal one. And I'll use the same technique, so it will be fair on all parties involved that I didn't do a different technique in each eye. So I did a bit with my brush, and now I'm going to take the sharpened end of the sponge and dump. And if you can see, I covered some of the eyeshadow under my eye. Because as much as I took, or as less as I took material from the L'Oreal, it's still too much. So let's see if we have some leftovers here. Oh, but the leftovers will be the one for the Barcelona. So let's take the London again and put some of the biscuit in the outer corner and the lolly in the inner corner. so it will be cohesive on both sides. Let's put it here, and let's do the same with the Barcelona. And I have Treasure. Oh, Treasure is good. It didn't fade out. Just Enchantment did. Okay, that's it from the eyes, and now we need to powder. And for powder, again, I have two candidates this time, drugstore ones, the Fit Me by Maybelline and the Essence Mattifying Compact Powder. Sorry, I held it the wrong way. This is Pastel Beige number 11, and this is 115. So I'm going to do half of my face with the Maybelline, and let's do it on the side of the Maybelline. And as you can see, I'm taking and tapping off the excess, and look how much excess there is. I don't want a lot of powder under my eyes, and I'm going to take the Essence one on the other side with a different side of the brush. I hope. I'm not sure. Did I rotate it? I don't remember. Okay, half of my face with the Essence. Sorry, this half is with the Essence. Just taking my huge brush, and half of my face with the Maybelline. And let me know in the comment section down below if you like this concept of me doing my face with two different brands on each side. And now we can compare one to the other. Okay, what do you think so far? I think so far it is perfect. Okay, so let's bronze. I have two bronzers, one by Ofra. This is the Versatile Matte by Ofra, and this one is by Wet n Wild. What did I say? I don't know. Wet n Wild bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. So let's take on one side of the brush Ticket to Brazil, and let's do it on this side. And if you will ask me what did I put on this side, this is the Maybelline side of the foundation, and the e.l.f. of the primer, and the Maybelline with the Revlon Candid under my eyes, and so on and so on. At least I remember. Okay, taking Ofra, and I'm using the other side of the brush and tapping off the excess. Ofra is very pigmented. Ticket to Brazil is not really my color, but I do like the formula of the Wet n Wild. Just the color is too bright for me, but I love the formula very much. Okay, I bronzed this side with Ofra, this side like this with the Wet n Wild. Now it's time to blush, and for blush I have this by Revolution. This is Sugar and Spice, and I'm going to use this pink and this light brown together. And very important with Revolution is to dust off the excess, and I'm dusting the excess, and I'm applying it where I put my bronzer. Okay, the other blush is going to come from this Blushing in Bali by BH Cosmetics. This is it, and I'm going to use this I think I'm going to use this light pink together with the dark pink, which are Lychee and Pomegranate. Just a tiny bit of each color, and dust off the excess. It's rather that you take a small amount of material and then add if you want it to be more bold than to take out the blush. Now let's highlight. And for highlighter, I have from this set, from the BH Cosmetics set, I already have a highlighter, and I'm going to use this one, the gold one that is broken, which is called Sunkissed. And this one is called Glycerin. So I'm using both, and I'm using it on this side. Yep, this one was the BH Cosmetics, the blush, so why not the highlighter? And on this side I'm going to use the Revolution in collaboration with Sophie, and I'm going to take the other side of the brush, and I'll just take this gold color here, which is wait, okay, on which side? Okay, I don't know. Let's dust off the accents, I forgot, and take some of the Revolution on this side. Look, pretty. Okay, so let's do mascara. For mascara, I have two by Essence. I have this one, which is the Lash Princess, the False Lash Effect, the green one, and here I have also by Essence the Volume Stylist 18 Hours. So let's do each eye with different. So this eye is going to be with the 18 Hours mascara, and I'm going to do it off camera. This side will be with this one, the Stylist, and the other side with the Lash Princess, and I'll be right back. I'm back with mascara. So this side had the Stylish 18 Hours, and this side had the Lash Princess. So Lash Princess, 18 Hours Stylist. What do you think? Well, this one is more dry and this one is more wet. Look how much mascara I have on this side compared to that side. And I use the same technique on both eyes. So I must say this is bolder. If you want something bold, then use this one. If you want something more subtle, use this one. Okay, interesting. Okay, next up are my lips. I forgot to bring a lip balm, but I don't know. Never mind. I should have thought about it in the beginning of the video. Okay, so half side I'm going to use this Kiko pencil 315. This is called Creamy Color. And I'll use this side, and I hope it will be pretty. I must say that I never did that. Half of my face with a different technique, different shade. Okay, so half is with this Kiko lip liner, and half I'm going to use my Maybelline ink crayon, and this is in the shade 25, and I'm going to use it as a lip liner and as a lipstick. Oh, I think the colors are similar. Okay, and I'm going to take my Kiko, and I have two shades. Let's see which one I will choose. This is in the shade 405. This is it. And the other one is 404. Oh, very similar. I don't know why I bought two shades that look almost identical. Let's take this one. I think, yeah, that was 404. And I'm going to put it on the side of the Kiko lip liner. I think it turned out beautifully. This is more brown, this is more pink. Okay, but I have this by NYX. This is the Filler Instinct, and I'm going to apply it on both sides. Yeah, but then no, I won't. Okay, never mind. Now let's put some spray, and I have two sprays. Let's put Wet n Wild on this side, where I have the Wet n Wild bronzer. On this side I'm going to use Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day in the scent Peach, and this is called Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber 3-in-1. So half of my face with this one. Wow, what a peachy scent it has, and this one doesn't have a scent of a cucumber, but it is much more watery. Okay, let's take my fan. Ooh, I like it very much. Okay, easy peasy, already dry. Okay, so this is the end result of Shop My Stash and half of the face with different products. This is the side of the foundation by Maybelline and Revlon. This is the side of the Revlon Candid Concealer. This is the side of the Barcelona BH Cosmetics eyeshadow. The side with the Wet n Wild bronzer, the blush and highlight by Revolution, and lipstick. Well, the lips turned out too different. I need to put something on top to make it cohesive. I also had the mascara by Essence, the Lush Princess, and this size has, oh, and this size also has the e.l.f. primer. This size has the Maybelline primer, and the L'Oreal and Revlon Candid foundation has the L'Oreal concealer, the BH Cosmetics London palette, the bronzer by Ofra, the blush and highlight by BH Cosmetics, and for mascara I have Essence Stylist, and for lips this is Maybelline, this is Kiko, and I think two looks turned out beautifully. Oh, I forgot primer for the eyelids. This is Wet n Wild, this is MAC. Okay, let's try to compare. What do you think? Which side looks better? This one or this one? Which side do you like? What do you think? Well, I'm going to wear this makeup until the end of the day. And at the end of the day, I will do my best to make a video to show you, or maybe just a still picture to make a comparison for the two sides. Let's see which one will last more and will look as refreshed as I am right now. One side, other side. I think that from a distance they look similar, but this one is darker here at the end than this one. But I don't mind. I can go out like that. What do you think? I can go out like this, or it's going to be weird? Lucky thing I'm just going to my mom's for dinner. Okay, so that's all for me now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Ooh, look at this beautiful Kiko nail polish. I love it. And I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye. Hi guys, well, there have been several hours. It's night time and I'm about to take off my makeup. But before I do that, I wanted to show you how the makeup looks. This is the side with the L'Oreal foundation. This is the side with the Maybelline foundation. I must say that both look fine. This one a little bit better. At the whole T section, I don't have any makeup on. Everything rubbed off. Let's see the eye makeup here and the eye makeup here. I think it lasted pretty well, but in overall my teeth section is horrible, but if you look at the sides, it looks better. So I don't know what is my final verdict. Well, let's see the cakiness under the eyes. Look how pretty it is here with the Revlon. This is the L'Oreal. It is relatively good as well. Here I can see the bronzer and the highlighter. Here I can't see the bronzer, a little bit of the highlighter. Well, this is it. This is the end of the day, and I'm taking off my makeup. So, what is the final verdict? I don't know. I think this side is definitely better. So, the side with the L'Oreal foundation, and I have here the BH Cosmetics highlighter and blush and bronzer by Ofra, and I think it is better than this side. Okay, that's it for me now. So good night, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.